Hi everyone, this is Ariana Silver, co-founder and chief designer at Artzy Girlz Inc. As you know, Artzy Girlz Inc. provides easy, effective fundraising for schools K through 12, coast to coast. Today I am interviewing Broadway star Chantel Riley, who plays Nala in Disney's Broadway show The Lion King. She's one of the most talented performers we've met, and I'm just thrilled to speak with her and hear her story and advice for Artsy girls everywhere. Hi Chantel, thank you so much for doing this. It's really excited for me to get to interview you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to finally meet you and talk to you.
Well, let's get started. The Lion King costumes are amazing, but I just have to ask, how long does it take to put on all that makeup?
Oh, wow. The makeup process can be anywhere between 15 to 25 minutes, which is kind of long because then I want to fall asleep most of the time.
Well, apparently they do a good job.
Oh, they do a beautiful job. We have some great makeup artists that we work with who are very talented and are very good at what they do.
I've always been wondering if the headpiece is heavy.
Actually, the headpieces are very light. It just looks like it's a big piece of stone on my head, but actually it's a really thin material that they use, and it's actually hollow on the side. So there's nothing there that's making it any heavier on me or my feet, or making any kind of strain.
So it's really easy to move or dance in?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Did you always hope to become a Broadway performer?
Actually, when I was younger, I've always loved performing, and I didn't really know too much about Broadway until I got to an older age, maybe high school, close to university, where I found some more interest in it. And I had seen images of The Lion King and seen commercials for it and have seen YouTube clips for it, but never actually had a chance to see the show. So after I had seen The Lion King, that's when I felt like I could see myself being that kind of performer and actually one day dreaming of being in the show. And here I am.
Have you taken any classes in dance or singing or acting?
Yes, when I was younger, I was a dancer. I started when I was 3 years old and stopped at about 18. So I did some dance classes. I have done some vocal lessons, of course. It's very important to keep that vocal as strong as it can because you don't want it to get worn out. We do 8 shows a week, so it can get very easy for your voice to get tired if it's not trained properly. And I have done a couple of acting classes as well. I didn't go to school for it, but I did some classes on the side.
Starring in a Broadway show is a dream come true. Can you take a moment to tell us how you got the part?
Sure. I had done an open casting call in Toronto, because that's where I'm from originally, and it was actually for the Singapore cast. I had done the auditions, and they had actually wanted me to audition for Shenzi and Rafiki at first, which I felt was kind of crazy because I didn't think I was anywhere close to those. But I had done the audition for Shenzi and Rafiki and had gotten closer to the final auditions, where they then had asked me if I had known the Nala material. I had known it because I was practicing it just in case they wanted to see me do it on the side. And I did the audition, and they took my information down. I didn't hear from them for a few months, and finally I'd gotten a call to do the show in Hamburg, Germany. So I'd play the role of Nala there, and the entire show was in German. And after that, I did an audition again in London, where I had a chance to actually meet the creator of the show, Julie Taymor, along with the head creative team. And then I had gotten a call saying that there was a spot available on Broadway, and they had offered me the position there. And here I am.
Interesting. What do you think was the hardest thing you had to overcome?
For me, I had some issues with self-esteem, for sure, only because it was something new for me. I had never really done, and I'd be working with people who have been in this industry for many, many, many years and are very professional. And I think at one point I was a little insecure that I wouldn't be as good as them, but that took a great amount of time and just realizing who I was and who God made me to be, and to be comfortable with the talent that He had blessed me with, and knowing that I am good enough to be here just as much as everybody else is here with me along the cast.
Did you almost ever give up?
Oh, there have been plenty of times where I have almost given up. Like I said, it's a new industry for me, and it was a lot of work. And it was a lot of work that I wasn't quite used to, and I'm sometimes could be a little bit hard on myself, as I'm sure most people are, and wanting to make things as perfect as possible. And so there'll be times where I'm just like, oh, why can't I get this? Or why can't I sing that note properly? And I'd be so frustrated, but I'd always just remember, you know, like I said, who I am, who God made me to be, and that I'm here for a reason. And that reason is to be in the show and to meet amazing people like yourself and just shine this light that God gave me to shine.
Was there someone in particular who inspired you or helped?
Actually, a friend of mine in Toronto, her name is Olanike. She is actually an actress who helped me along with my audition process. She is a beautiful person who I love dearly, and she's an amazing actress, and she had actually taken the time out to help me with my audition process and help me memorize the lines, and she gave me great pointers. So I love her dearly, and I thank her like every single day for all the help that she's given me.
Okay, I have one last question.
Sure.
Do you have any suggestions for other girls who want to pursue a creative career?
Any suggestions? I think the number one suggestion I could recommend is having that confidence in herself and knowing that nothing is impossible for her. Of course, we get through times where it seems very, very difficult, but we have to realize that in the end, it's all worth it if we just push through. So my big suggestion is don't ever, 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 ever give up, because you just don't know when that breaking point is for you to just really break through and get to that moment of success.
Thank you. Okay, I know I said that was the last question, but I can't let you go without sharing your amazing voice to our listeners.
Ooh, well, don't mind if I do. Okay, I'll sing a little song called I Believe I Can Fly. It's a very inspirational song, I think. It's appropriate for a little interview to kind of help motivate some of the girls out there that are listening. So I'll sing a little chorus. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Wow, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I think you're amazing, actually.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you again for doing this interview. It's really been a special treat to talk with you.
Oh, you too. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I really learned a lot, and I know that other girls in our community will too.
I'm glad. I hope so.
Okay. That's it for today, Artsy Girls. Stay tuned for another inspiring interview. In the meantime, don't forget to shop. We'll donate 40% of your purchase to support your school. See you next time.